Welcome. And today I'm going to talk to you a little bit about how to go about starting your service business and getting it prepped to scale your business. So, the first thing is that when you're starting out, you're usually by yourself doing all the jobs, answering all the calls, and you basically get to a certain point where you want to scale the business. Now, you usually don't want to wait until last minute when you have way too much work that you're actually turning down the work. So, what you want to do is that you want to start setting aside at least a small percentage of everything you earn to prep for expanding your business. So, I don't care if you start with 10% or 1% of everything you make, put it aside into a different bank account and just let that stack up. And the reason for this is when you want to hire your first employee, you don't really have the funds to pay them out. So you start them working, and usually you have them working with you to train them and get them ready to hopefully go out on their own. But when you're having that worker work with you, you're actually losing money while you're training him. So you could have done all those jobs in that day. Maybe you added an additional one job for that day, but in all actuality, the company's paying out money to train that guy. So you actually don't start making any money until you get your technician out in the field on their own, making their own income while you're working at the same time. Now, the way to double your income would be to not only have just one technician, but to have three technicians. And the reason for this is that while you have all three of those technicians going out and doing work, you're also going out and doing work at the same time. And basically, off of what you're making off of those three technicians as well as yourself, now you've doubled your income. Now, that's the reason why you want to save up for this expansion beforehand. So that way you'll have like a month's worth of income for that worker. You also have gone out and quoted for different kinds of insurances like workers' comp, general liability, and that way you have the money set aside before you pull the trigger. If you go ahead and you wait till the last second and you have way too much work, now what will happen is that you'll start losing those clients, and by the time you hire a new guy, train him up, that little busy spurt has gone and over with. And you probably lost those clients for good in the future because they probably called a different company to do the service. So you want to make sure that you have that money saved up ahead of time. So if you do get to that point where you're overwhelmed, you can always, instead of hiring an employee, hire a subcontractor. So you're going to 1099 this person. But be wary about this because technically they have to be their own company or own person doing the work. They have to have all their own equipment. They also have to have all their own licenses and insurances. So you want to make sure that they put you on their insurance as an additional insured, so that way you both are covered in any kind of event. Now, once you have your first technician, or you built up to three technicians, you're going to find that you're going to have enough work for all of them. You're basically paying all their bills while paying all your bills. So that's not only another reason why you want to save up money ahead of time, but you also want to make sure that you're expanding on your marketing. So that way you can increase the amount of workflow, so that way you can make sure to keep all your guys busy. So when you're starting out, you really want one full-time guy, maybe two full-time guys, as well as one or two part-time guys, for a total of 3 to 4 guys. And this will keep your business floating, so that way you can get to the next level to expand your business and scale it up. So I hope this helps, and if you have any questions or any kind of ideas on future videos, go ahead and post that in the comments below. Don't forget to give the video a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell to tune in for more.